everybody, and welcome. I am the Beta Plan, and this is Crusader Kings 2 with the Faerûn Total Conversion mod installed. And today I thought, you know what, we have but a few opponents that can really touch us. Let us try to do something about one of them. One of them being La Palia. La Palia currently doesn't have as many men as it could have. It's currently relatively weak. So I thought, you know what, let us finish this little duchy of ours and go for trade winds. This means that we will be fighting La Palia, and I am actually looking forward towards it because I would like to give them a what for. Another thing that I've noticed is that Omu right now unfortunately is spread over 3 different duchies, and I mean then the country of Omu. That has a disadvantage of course because, well, that makes it a little bit more difficult to gain anything from there. As in via a holy war, because we can't do a holy war on Omu, considering that this is a faithless person, atheist. An atheist we can always attack. Ugh. I don't know what it is about the mod. I hope that they will fix that in an upcoming update, but it's probably going to be pretty difficult to search what is exactly causing that. But yeah, there is some... My machine isn't bad. It isn't the best machine, certainly regarding... She might fancy me. Do I need... I don't... Sure, make a move, otherwise we lose prestige. Why the heck not? And I gave her a good tumble, so now she is my lover. But yeah, I have a decent machine. Not the best. Definitely not among the professional YouTubers have way more than I have. I'm just but an amateur. That's simply the truth. My channel is small and what have you not. You must learn on your own. If we can get the boy to get any good trades, I am for it. But otherwise, I mean, he is ambitious and diligent. He is getting good, but I just don't know if he will become good enough to do what we need him to do. We'll have to see. I'm surprised of how low this siege is and how slow the siege is going. Let's just hit for the last one. There we go. That's 28% already. La Palia, are you going to defend at all? Yes, you are actually. You just are attacking me in the back. Sneaky, sneaky. Alright, let's get back here with an army. You can stay then over there. We'll pick you up. We'll start sieging over here. Oh, great. My lover is immediately with Chult. Well then, that will not complicate things at all. What are you talking about? Ah, my boy has grown. Ooh, he got humble, but he is not as good as his sister. I'm sorry, this is just way better stats. Just way better stats. Unless he and his wife can get some interesting things done. Oh, she already has a bastard boy. Great! Lovely! But yeah, he has a good wife. So that is going to be interesting. But yeah, not the greatest stat-wise. As we are returning to defend Mesro. Now luckily Mesro is well defended. So, oh, there you go. Is another forced landing. But that is actually apparently not a force of the people that we are actually fighting. So, lead in the center. Lead on the flanker. We'll get the best generals to go there. Then there's this weird issue. What are you? For a Chult's sake. I was told, by the way, by the makers of the mod, and especially the person that, well, is the lead developer, I would think I should say, of the organizations, of the societies, that I was just simply very unlucky with my events. That it normally shouldn't be that crazy with the amount of payments you have to do. Why do we take this siege over? Oh, because there is well, sure, we'll burn it down. Don't know if that has any use for the war, but we'll see. And here we're gonna go into battle. This should be an interesting one. Didn't realize we had another battle, but they come and they go again. All right. But yeah, here Well, I'm glad I came out here to defend it. How are we doing? We are not doing that well, actually. Given the numbers, we are only winning because we have more men. We didn't do more damage or anything. Well, we want more city tax. I don't really think I need that. Thank you very much. Now the question is where are you gonna go? Olung, where are you gonna retreat to? Oh, thank you very much. Somebody's taking care of that for me. That is very welcome. Thank you. As in fact, is teaching them to get off our shores. Love to see that. Interesting. Are you going to go all the way to Omu? Yes, you are. I think I will make a turnaround then. We'll have to go for a new steward. Don't know what happened to the previous one. You simply died from infirmity. Alright. Well then, never a smart decision in a sense, but 10% chance to change a culture around. So let us try and change the culture with my heir, because she actually has a good chance for it. And I would love to see that change. Alright, 74% in our favor. Lapalia hasn't shown... Sure. Give her a little visit. The question is, where are you gonna go? Because now I'm noticing that you seem to be returning. What are you doing? Yep, battle's about to ensue. Good. Let us fight them once more. Now this is but an extreme minor battle. Oh, this battle is going way better in our war, I should say. But this battle... this battle is going way better in our favor than the previous one. Very good. Getting out of there because, of course, we're going to suffer tons of attrition as we are now in goblin territory. Or, of course, stealing all our supplies. Goblins that they be. And there is the army of Lapalia to answer. That is what I was waiting for. Because we kind of want to bring Lapalia down to its knees, and therefore we need to beat the army of Lapalia, so that any opponents... I will acknowledge him as mine, but that is about it. He will be considered a bastard, and that is it. He's not great enough to change who I want to have as an heir, so there's no reason for me to legitimize him. This is interesting. Oh, there we go. First little battle, we have people in the flanks. Their king is present. That's a very interesting thing. And now we're going to slow down time for quite a bit. Because we are a druid. And this should mean for the first time that we are going to be in battle. So we're going to... nope, I should have done that ahead of time. Let's get ourselves into becoming a wild shape. Getting ourselves some additional personal combat skill. That's now risen to... Ooh, I'm at old age at 52. So 61, that's nice. Now I should be even in battle, and there it is indeed. We can do the Cold Lightning spell. 5% of commanded troops are killed. Prince Shalim. That is about... So let's see the number. 3,262. Boom. 3,333. Shalim, nope, Prince Shalim. I mean, somebody took damage. I should... Maybe it is him, because this is now... The center is very, very weak at this moment. Is there anything else I can do to cast? Spell is not on cooldown. For the rest of... I think I am just too weak of a caster to do so at this moment. By the way, also a little note that wasn't told to me that... supposedly, whenever you create a Draco Lich, you should be given a magical item as a reward. Which I can kind of understand, because if you... you can already get one for Cult's Gift. That is one that's over here, Cult's Gift, for 300 power. So, why would we use the Invite Draco Lich power? Right? Which also costs a bit... I can't remember where. Here, Invite Draco Lich. Costs 500 Cult Influence. If I spend 300 Cult Influence, I get a magic item. If I spend 500 Cult Influence and I only have created that, then it doesn't really help so much. Interesting, we could become a Lich Vampire or Undead or what have you not. We could make this person eternal. And he is good. I am curious on that. I am curious about that idea. On the other hand, another Eternal character. We have already played a lot of people that were very, very, very powerful. Well, we've just destroyed Lapalia's forces. We have 100% war score. Boom. We win this war. Stand down these people. There you go. And although that wasn't a big victory, it brings this back into Yuan-Ti territory. And it means that we have beaten Lapalia. So Lapalia doesn't seem like a big threat anymore. Look at it. We have diminished its troops incredibly. So the big threat that once was, no longer is. Who are you paying? Oh, you're also paying to Lapalia. Sorry, because I only thought... yeah, never mind. So that isn't a big threat anymore. Then it's going to wonder, oh, are you going to be a threat? I doubt it, actually. I sincerely doubt it. Which makes me wonder, is there enough of a challenge and an interest for me to continue this series? I thank each and every one of you, by the way, I should have led them with that in the very beginning, that sticked around to watch these series through and through. Who has been like, yeah, came to watch the series as I came back from my, well, my hand that wasn't functioning entirely. Ooh, oh wait a second, you can only use this once every 100 years. So that's the disadvantage of that, but alright. Understandably, otherwise it might have been a little bit too OP. I can get the thought process behind that. I should have built a temple, actually. I'm gonna build that over here. Why? Well, that's gonna bring our faith up a little bit, and our faith is, of course, not doing too strong. But, yeah, in this area, I don't see us being actually challenged that so much anymore. Of course I can expand it to great heights, and of course we can wait until I have turned it all over to skilled, and maybe over to the right culture in a lot of areas. I can also make it like the original series that I did with when I first found out this mod and played as the 5 over here. I showed you a timeline of how I came with the other great... I showed my vast expansion, but in a sort of rapid pace. I'm very curious to know what you want to see, because for me it feels a bit like the series... I underestimated how well I could start from here. I had expected way more difficulty. I remembered the old Chult of humans that was one piece, and what the heck is this? Oh, you're gonna teach me how to use a sword? Sure. For the cult's sake, once again gold. Okay, the cult is now finally bringing in the money. But yeah, basically, I remember the Chult that was united. And that was so much of a stronger opponent than this version is. And Omo I've seen expand very much, but this time it just refused. This is interesting. My would-be heir, the mill would-be heir, got on quite a good son. Huh. Because that's of course a question that we still can ask ourselves. Like, what is the heir of the heir gonna look like? Because she is no good. And neither is she. I mean, she's crazy good later on, but right now, what do you guys think about the fact that I have a female heir? No murderer, vicious rumors, retracted my vassal, title claimant, both Yuan-Ti Malison, nope. Nothing about female, not a problem. Yeah, we should try, and for instance, we could do a holy war. It's at least going to get us... We're going to do a holy war. Why? Because it will, if we win, get ourselves some nice, authority, moral authority. Couldn't remember the word for a moment. So we're going to do that. We're going to fight Omu. That is the other challenge that we have in the region. If this is also a walkover, and it definitely can be a walkover, then maybe we really shouldn't do this anymore. Conjure natural allies. There we go. Just I know that he's gonna conjure allies, and I'm attacking this time when he has a lot of spell points left. He had 42 when I started this recording. He may have already summoned a few things? No. So I don't know what he has done in the meantime, but we'll have to see. Talikos Prosperous. Prosperous, thank you. There you go, my daughter turned into Yuan-Ti. Man, I have to zoom out a lot to get there. Yeah, there's just too many troops right now. But there is an expansion of the Yuan-Ti culture. Excellent, my daughter. Yeah, let's continue on with this. That is so nice to see that the Yuan-Ti culture is spreading. We just didn't have a good enough steward, and now that we have my daughter, we do. 6,000 troops, bring in more troops. We are not done yet gathering them. And he himself is either isn't conjuring them, or I don't know why, but he is not going hard on it. I think I didn't move my 1,000 troops over here. Now there's an interesting. Now he's moving. This is another daughter of mine. Ah, your family again. Oh. From here. Yes, Sir Bob. Matrilineal marriage? No. Oh, that's too bad. It could have led to an interesting alliance. Nope. Matrilineal not allowed. But it could have allied us with these people, which would have been interesting. By the way, yes, this is still ruled by lizard folk, but everything beneath them is still Yuan-Ti, so don't seem to be very good in converting that, at least. And that is at least a worry. That is less. That's all kinds of that's all kinds of Sharon people. You're a Malison, so you really need a Yuan-Ti. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you can have a matrilineal candidate, darling. Just doesn't look like it. And yes, I see all these Sharon people from all these, well, hordes over here, but I'm not really interested in allying with them. Are you the heir to some? Oh, you're the heir as well. No, but that won't do. Because then a duke within my territory is going to get an heir. Don't think I like that in particular. Oh, we'll lose some prestige. We'll lose some prestige. It's fine. Yeah, I think we now have an army that baits. They're probably going to go for these 800 men, which is fine. They're going to move away. Wait on it. There it is, 9,000 men. And I don't want to arrive while they're still battling it out. Because I want this war score to go to me. So I'm moving pretty late. There it is. They've done the battle, but it's 10,000 men versus 3,000. I think that Omu is going to go quickly down. Why did she die? It was slain in a chaotic battlefield. Oh, okay. They killed my wife in this battle. Interesting notion. Well, I'm gonna marry my lover. And it's only 100 prestige cost penalty to marry my lover. I'm fine with that. I think this is a slaughterfest. Let's turn it down a little lower. And for once, not click away immediately what is happening. But it's interesting. My wife got killed by Omu. Look at that. We lost only 80 people. They lost 1,222. It is a absolute slaughter. So we're gonna have to go into... do I want to do it this way? Yeah, wherever I'm going through, I'm gonna get some serious penalties. Oh! Interesting. You're returning over here. I guess you finished up your movement and then went through with it anyways. Where are you gonna go? The Red Army. To Paterfolk Ares. Okay. We'll follow you. We'll follow you. Somebody just died. Died of poor health. So nothing there was of evil intent. Sure. Oh! Master jungle terrain, I would say. Probably not the best anymore, but it is thematic. So I'm taking it. Jungle terrain. And he is... yeah. Because I think, yeah, we can have as many men as we want down here. Ah, he's going down all the way down here. Question. Became an expert druid in this war? Okay, we lost a lot of men now to attrition because the goblins attacked us probably from left and right to steal our shinies. I am not surprised by that. Goblins be goblins. I've never heard of a goblin not being a goblin. A nut goblin is just weird. Heyo to everybody who watched Critical Role. Ah, 1,000 men lost. 1,000 lost. That's such a shame. Oh, I inherit a barony. There you go. Make a new one. Now the question here is, yeah, they're fighting my vassal, so I can't stop anymore. So this battle will be won in the name of my vassal, not in my name, which is a bit of a shame. But there we go, 37% in all favor. I say we're gonna go all the way around. And I guess we're gonna go top speed. We're gonna make a commander, I think, because I think my wife was a commander and we lost him. Master of the Hunt for the ducal title. And indeed a commander title was needed. There we go. Now don't you worry, I am at least going to make 2 more episodes. I'm at least going to finish this week. That's gonna happen, but it's more like afterwards. What do you want to see afterwards? Is it interesting still enough to you? Oh! And Chief of Orlunga. Oralunga. That's over here. So, yeah, there's a Malison that is not a pureblood. But I like the fact that this lady changed it. Oh, she is actually skilled already. She's a Chult who's following the skilled religion. Very good, very good. Come on, bring down the walls of Omu. Can't be that difficult. I always am surprised when I see people of the Faithless, because really in Faerûn there is like the wall of the Faithless. When you die, there is like a place where atheists go, and it's not a pleasant thing. It is known. It's a because that's the thing always with faith, right? Faith is a thing that you feel. It's a thing that you believe in. There is no science behind it, no fact behind it, because it's just what it is. Otherwise, it wouldn't be faith. Other than it would be a science or knowledge or whatever you want to call it. But in Faerûn, it is known that people that are faithless are punished by the gods in the afterlife, put into the wall of the faithless, and it is just a reef and wall of undead souls that did either not believe, or I think also when you betray a god you go there, but that little detail I am not entirely certain about anymore. But yeah, it is intriguing to me that if you know that that is your end, and you know that there is a life after this life, would you not expect more people to be pious people? Would you expect more people to go like, maybe I shouldn't do dumb shit that pisses off the gods, because otherwise my eternal soul will be forever damned. Now in this world, we don't have that security, so it's a little bit more difficult. And by the way, it's 100% war score by Omu. You just lost your bloody capital. That's amazing. And we're gonna hold on to this little nugget. And I think he's being declared war upon immediately. Yes, defending against Chief Umoks of the Land of Ash and Smoke in the Ash and Holy War for the Wild Coast. So they want this territory. We just brought down the biggest, baddest thing in our neighborhood. We just brought down Asarak the Devourer. Asarak, who you can also find in the Tome of Magic for Pact Magic. Asarak, who has I think even a is mentioned in, what's the module called again? The Tomb of Horrors? Is that it? I believe he's mentioned in even an official bloody module. It is a powerful creature. Interesting, some people want my niece on the throne. Ah, because his son is married to it, probably. No, because this is his own daughter. Never you mind. My brother is no longer voting with me. High Chief of Zolpantar. He has decided to vote for his own daughter to inherit the throne. Not gonna happen because, well, I rule still vastly supreme. What I am going to do is give this son, who is a good character, I'm gonna give him the barony that I just conquered. The barony of Beloga, because that's not a bad one. Or I could give him Nisi perhaps. 1 2 1 1 1 1 1 1 2. Click on it. 3 2. Yeah, this one is more developed. Nah. Except that this one has shipyards, but it hasn't even built them yet. Could give it away. Could give it away. Hold on to Omu, the capital of this duchy. Then we could finally do something about this duchy title. We could create it, but then again, then you would want to vote for it, which could cause problems. I'm gonna land this son. He's gonna get the barony. Congratulations, you're gonna get good barony. So no longer prestige penalty for not having a son landed. We could have him pick our ambition. We can once again rule in peace for 5 years. We're never gonna do that. That's not our way, but we could do it. And I think that Omu is bona fide effed if this guy actually moves his army of 2,000 men. Don't know why he doesn't. But yeah, and the goblins are now entirely surrounded by me. By the way, I didn't even realize, but this part of the mountains did actually color to our nation's color. So apparently, despite having the same name, they do have their own their separate well, indications of where the foul go. He has attacked and he is losing it. This man's personal army is holding back the fire newts. Then again, I see another attack happening by the dwarves in favor of Axlord Sihi the Affable. She's in the holy water for the Cobalt Mountains. Oh, what do you know? I think we will do can we holy war against the dwarves? I don't think so. No, we can only vow conquest it. So we can attack, of course, attack. That is not a problem. We can attack. But yeah, I think... Oh, and there's another attack defending against Axlord Kier of Wormheart. So over here, they're all attacking Omu now. We broke Omu, and Omu's being demolished. Whoever wins, we will attack, claim that county as well, because this is a nice holding. And it doesn't matter actually which dwarf it wins, because we will attack the other dwarf then for their last territory. Actually kind of hope that she wins, because then we can get the better area of Wormheart after that. But basically, it means we got this on lockdown. Like, Omu is going to be part of us. That is just fine as it is. Now, I also had considered making Omu the capital. I could. Don't think it's necessary right now. I'm gonna leave it at this moment, but we definitely could consider that as a worthy option to go to. But I can also simply build, where is it? Another castle holding over here, and then we can still have an equal amount of holdings. Of course, I have to build it up way more from the ground up. And yes, they have a little bit more technology here, but if you look at my technology, we are developing so fast that if I spend all these points, I would be the equal in military advances, for instance. It doesn't really hurt anymore, and this is Mesro. And I know that for some people this would not be a logical, strategic-wise choice, and you're right. Strategically, this is not as smart as what I am about to do. But this feels thematic. So we're going to stay here. I'm going to get the military organization. I like siege equipment. We're going to wait on melee tactics. Now, I'm a man that actually doesn't believe in having this all equal. Because some things are just way handier than others. My court size, for instance, I don't really care about. But my monthly piety gain is nice. Or, for instance, my monthly prestige gain. Oh, sorry. So, yeah. So, both majesty. So, I like majesty, for instance. Legalism could be nice if I want high centralization. Or, better say, late feudal administration. Because that one has some bonuses with it. Allows additional succession laws. Vassals who refuse interference in war are seen as traitors. That is a pretty good one as well. So we're going to go add legalism. The rest is then stays. And yes, I'm going to go for castle infrastructure. It's spending way too many points, but it brings me in more tax, and I prefer that at first, and then pick up later on the ones that I've skimmed on a little bit in the early development. Well, we only have this place to go, and here if we want to gain some technology, but now it's 18-16-16 instead of 18-18-18, and we have advances where we want to have them. So, and there it is, immediately some tech points as well added. So, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to get stuck with. Oh yeah, she's winning it. Well, I think that is the end of the episode. Mesro is going to be our capital. Let me know in the comments what you think should be our goal. Of course, we could save the Yuan-Ti over here. I am all for it. And in fact, the Yuan-Ti are struggling back a bit, and I like that, but we're gonna win that. Like, there's no surprise there. So let me know in the comments if you would like to still see that or not. But at least I will see you hopefully in the next 2 episodes, and you enjoyed this one. And I say thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.